Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Nelson, you're watching Nature Nell. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button. I am very close to that 1,000 subscriber. I'm so excited. And I want to do it right before I go on vacation. I know I have been kind of missing in hiatus for a while, but it's because my business has picked up a lot and I'm trying to figure out a way to film my episodes in the daytime, and every time I get home it's already nighttime. I get home so late and I live literally like 25 to 30 miles from where my salon is. So just to give you a perspective, you know, I drive back and forth every day. I don't mind, I enjoy it because the countryside for me is worth every mile that I drive home every day. But when I do get here, it's already pretty late at night. So that's my spiel on why I haven't been filming in the past 2 weeks, and it's a little difficult for me to do so. But once everything gets acclimated, I'm sure that I'll get better and better. It's just everything is very new for me right now on both ends, so I'm just trying to get used to everything. So please cope with me. I am very sorry that I took this long, but today will be a sort of a just walk around and show you what's going on in my greenhouse. So without further ado, let's go look at some things. So here is where I keep all my Catasetums. I know some of you guys have been asking about them, and I didn't want to talk about them until they started blooming, but they take so long to open up. Like this one has been like this for, well, has been shooting a spike for quite a while. And the Catasetums, they're a very interesting orchid. If you would have seen these, this corner, well, this corner no, because I used to have them on that side. But if you would have seen them a couple of months ago, it was just this right here. Just that. That's all you saw. There was no leaf. But then when early spring starts hitting, they start growing their foliage. And out of that, you get this beautiful shoot, which will give you some of the most outrageously looking orchids in the orchid kingdom. And they all usually have, I mean, at least all the ones that I've come across have amazing fragrance. There's one that smells like bananas. Can't remember the name of that one, but Smiley has it, and it smells really good, like banana custard. It's really good. This one has a tag. It broke, and I put it down here because I was taking it out to show you guys, but I might as well just show you like this. Catasetum Pierre Courette, I guess is French. But they do have long names, and I am going to put them underneath because it's just, some of them are just too long to pronounce. This one I bought at RF's, and I bought it really tiny. It has never bloomed for me, and it is what people know as the, I think it's called a black pearl or the black orchid. I'm getting on top of a chair here because I want you guys to see the tag. Frederica Enterlight, and it's a, let's see, it has a long cross, so you guys can read that. But I guess the common name would be Fred Clarkeria. Where did I read Frederica? That's a weird name. You know, I never even noticed that name, because when they go dormant, I just don't really pay too much attention to them because you don't really need to take care of them. You stop watering them as soon as they go dormant. When they lose all these leaves, you just put them in a dry place where they could just kind of sit there for a while, and don't water them because you can cause root rot. I know that a lot of people here in Florida say that theirs don't go into dormancy, but mine do. Mine actually goes through the whole cycle. When I first bought them though, the first year or two, they didn't go into dormancy, but I experienced a dormancy this time around, and I just forgot and kept on watering. And so this one, if you look in here, all this I had to pull out because I got root rot in that half section. This is a Rebecca's daughter. This one's really, really pretty with a gray stone. I don't know if I have any pictures of these. I just gotta look and see. And I don't have them categorized, so I don't know which flower goes to which. I did look online, but it's hard for these. These are special crosses, so it's hard to find them online to show you guys a picture. This one I do believe I have a picture of because it was the first one I bought. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous orchid. So when I get the picture, I'll inset it in there and you guys can take a look at it. So when it comes to catasetums, and I'm sorry, I don't have the name of this one. I have it in a log. So when I see the log, when I find the log, I'm going to write it down for you guys so you can have it. This one here, which I thought was going to die, was the one that became the most bearish of them all. And actually it came out bigger and stronger, and it's giving me 2 spikes. So when you do have one, don't think that yours died. Don't have any fear. Don't give up on it. Once they go into hibernation, they look like they're dead. They look like just like thick sticks or thick cone-shaped sticks inside some moss. So I keep them out here where it's really moist. It doesn't get a lot of sun because I put them under this section, and like I've explained before, the sun in the summer shifts to that side, so it only gets very bright light. But the flowers still do try to come out this way. And as you can see, my encyclias are still blooming, but they're on their way out. See, some of them are starting to lose their luster. And then this one is the one that just opened, and I have shown this one before, but somebody had actually said it's called a Jamaican Derrick or something like that. It's a very unique name. Like I wouldn't have pictured that name for an orchid. I think it's a Jamaican Derrick or Jamaican something. I'll put it down there when I find it. But it's really pretty. It has a very bright yellow in the center, and then this splash in the back of like green and sepia tone. It's a very pretty color combination. Now, as far as spikes, oh, here, let me show you who's starting to. Remember I told you guys this turns into a crown of beautiful green and purple orchids. Look how gorgeous that is. It's called a green flash dendrobium. And it's already shooting more spikes. And you'll see, in midsummer, it'll be all filled with flowers. It gets really, really pretty. So that's why I gave her her own throne. She sits in her throne. She's the queen. Now here I bought this on the last OFE fair. That I don't know if it's focusing, you know, my phone and the focusing is still, it's Doridus, I think, Doradus. Hold on, let me get here we go, this is better. Doradus pulcherrima red. And I bought it from Lady Vanda, and she told me that this one has like a very hot pink tone, and it gets really, really pretty. So I already have the yellow and the white, or no, I have the yellow and the light pink. But this one's more of a red fuchsia. So I can't wait for that. This here is also filled with new promising spikes. And I believe this is a Miltoniopsis. It's not my plant. It's a plant. It's not my orchid. It was given to me to split, and I can keep half. And it's my friend in Tampa that he's also an orchid collector, and he sometimes will bring his orchids and we'll split them and share them. Orchid sharing, because sharing is caring. So my Begonia maculata has bloomed. I couldn't wait for this one to bloom because the flowers are so pretty with that little yellow in the center. Isn't that great? And it's such a cool plant, guys. This is like, it reminds me of something prehistoric, you know, because the dots are so well pronounced on the leaf that it almost looks like somebody literally purposely took a brush and started painting these leaves. But she's finally blooming, because all my begonias, as you can see here, have bloomed for me. Most of them are already like tired of blooming. This one started blooming recently. It's a beautiful pinkish salmon color. I've seen this one a lot in Fairchild. And I always say that, do you notice that this one also has white dots? Well, these white dots are different from these white dots. This one is a begonia's, oh, God, I forgot the name. I'm drawing a blank today on everything. Well, the dots sometimes show, but then sometimes don't. I thought as they age, the dots come out, but I don't think that's the case, because this one's new and it has dots. So if anyone out there knows about begonias and knows why some of my leaves are dotted and some are not, please let me know, because I do feed everything the same, the 20-20-20 every week. And I make sure that throughout the week I rinse really well with fresh well water. Here's another beauty bouquet from this begonia. It's almost similar to the maculata, the flower, but this is what it looks like when it starts sprouting a new bouquet. I call them wedding bouquets because they look like, you know, what the bride holds, like her bouquet type of thing. And then we have some Vandas that are starting to also shoot some spikes. Another Encyclia, which is still hasn't. My Tavivat, Ascasenda Tavivat, that smells like fruit punch. Got that beauty at Banyang's. And this one, I spoke to Blanca. It's BNL. Bernard is the guy who sold it to me. So this was the one that I kept on saying the name wrong. I kept on saying Renan something, and it's Renan Vanda Girac Magenta. At least that's what the tag says. But then I saw it online and it says Renan Tanda. So I don't know if it's Renan Tanda or Renan Vanda. I'm going to go by the tag that comes with the thing, with the plant. And let's see if it registers. See? Renan Vanda Girac Magenta. So that's the actual name to this beautiful, beautiful orchid. And this one here I got at RF. It's a really pretty Vanda. It's like a small flowered Vanda. Here's a tessellata. I think it's a species. I'm not sure. Hold on. No, it's not. It's crossed. Sorry. It's crossed. But I like it because it has a glow to it. And you can kind of see it in the screen. There's like a nice little glow to it. And I put them together because this one also has that cool little iridescent glow. I thought they looked good together because she was with these two, the Mimi Palmer and Ben's Fragrance, which is still, oh my God. Yes. Guess what, guys? I figured out what the fragrance is. I always said this has the #1 fragrance in the whole space because it's so strong and sweet. It smells like, this one smells like banana custard. There's a banana with a hint of vanilla in the background. It is just to die for. You just want to eat the flower. So this is I finally figured it out. I kept on saying it was like a sweet jasmine with gardenia, but that didn't make sense. This was more jasmine with gardenia, the Mimi Palmer, that has that sweetness to it. But for some reason, this one, which has the cross of Mimi Palmer and I believe Ben's Fantasy, it smells like bananas. All right, trying to make sure I cover all the good stuff. This small little fowl is extremely giving. It's always giving me flowers and pushing flowers out. Unfortunately, I bought this one and it doesn't have a tag. This here, I am excited to see because I think this is the first time that it's going to bloom for me since I got this. So, and I'll show you what this is. It's a very cool Cattleya, or RLC, however you want to pronounce it. And this one also has sheath. Has plenty of them. But like I said, there's not much to show you because there isn't much open, but in the future there will be a lot. My Harriella retrocalia, which is this one right here, actually gave me a flower. And I'm really happy about this because these mini ones are so sensitive that they don't really do that well in outdoors. I've tried before, and I'm just learning from them, but this one is doing quite good. And I'm planning to put this one on my, where is my, on this. I may put it up here once it's done blooming so we can create that bonsai. All right, let's move on to the next. Here I decided to put my Hoyas. I took them off my wall, my string of hearts, or my string of hearts, my variegated one. I put it here, and then I decided to continue putting all my Hoyas here. I put one more over there, and then this monster that I had stored away, and in the very top, I kept on putting the vines. I kept on wrapping them on top, so I never really saw how long it was. So back here, as I said, this is the garage, and I'm still trying to organize things, but like I said, I have to find the time, and I don't have the time right now. This is about to bloom. Let me see if the tag still says the name. No. See what happens, guys? See? They tag him, and then when you water them, it wasn't waterproof ink. But I forgot the name of these plants, but they do release a beautiful pom-pom of pink flowers. And so finally this one's starting. This one was being eaten by a caterpillar, some type of caterpillar. So I brought it in here and problem solved. All right, so let's move away. All right, folks, that is it. That ends our video segment today. I hope you enjoyed that little mini tour. I know there was a mouthful of information that I had to give you guys on why I was missing and why things have been going a little bit slower, but I think you guys deserved an explanation. Next weekend, Ophi's Orchid Supply is going to be having their orchid sale. They decided to bring one in June. They're having a Father's Day special, which is on June 19th and 20th. And then the following week, they are going to have another one, which is the OFE June sale fair. And that one's going to be 26 and 27. And I can't wait because Smiley sent me some pictures of what she's working on. And oh my God, I can't wait to see them in person and to show it to you guys. It's something that we talked about in the past, the bonsai plants with the minis anchored onto the tree. So she's getting that ready to show and sell in her next show. So that would be a lot of fun to cover. So I will leave you with this. I will see you in my next episode, and thank you guys again for sticking by, for following my channel, for listening to some of my goofiest things. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I am Nelson. You're watching Nature Nell, and remember, keep it green.